Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Insights of Sierra Leone. My name is Unisa Kamara. I'm the host of the show. I just want to touch upon a lot of things. This show today is based on a movement that we're doing called Give Love and Show Love. But before we move into the show, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to touch upon what's going on in Sierra Leone. Now, there's been a lot of things going on in McKinney where we actually have the army with live ammunition going into McKinney and shooting people like they're going to war into another country. Now let's be realistic. The army is not supposed to go to war within a country where there are unarmed men within their own nation. The army is supposed to be a force that fights for that nation. Why is it that Sierra Leonean army have the right to walk around with AK-47, full rifle, armed and ready to shoot? They went into McKinney for a generator, ladies and gentlemen. A generator that is used to keep the lights on in McKinney. It puzzles me. It sincerely puzzles me how they feel as though it's okay to do such a thing. Now, it is quite disappointing, ladies and gentlemen, for such thing to be occurring because it makes no sense. It makes no sense for such thing to be happening. Now, this generator is what McKinney uses to keep the lights going. And now the government feels as though they should go in and take this generator by force by having armed army go into this country, this section of Sierra Leone with armed weapons and shooting at the people. Now, like I always say, this platform is not for APC, SLPP, NGC. This platform is to support the country. Now, we have leaders in Sierra Leone. The NGC leader, KKY, is in Sierra Leone. KKY have not come up on any topic to say this is what the government is doing wrong, this is what needs to be corrected. Dr. Samura Kamara, which is APC, have yet to also step up and say and speak on the injustice that is going on in Sierra Leone. What is really going on? You gentlemen are expecting these people to stand and vote for you, but now that they need you, you're not standing up for them. How can they look at you as a leader? Why should they vote for you? I've spoken to KKY, and he sincerely said, oh, I will be on the show. Yes, due to some circumstances, things are unable to happen. But speak for the country. Speak for your nation, gentlemen. The country is in need of you. In order to be a leader, speak up. Stand up. A leader is going to face a lot of obstacles. For people to respect you, you have to stand up and be a voice. Where are your voices, gentlemen? Where are your voices? Now, the generator has been taken today from McKinney. We have footages. I have an inside source that gives me so much information as to what is going on. And you gentlemen have yet to really stand up for this nation. You gentlemen have yet to speak on the injustice that is going on, the humane things that are going on in the country. As I said, this platform is open to everyone. But for me to have you on my platform, you need to represent something. You have to bring volume onto this platform. You have to bring something for the people of Sierra Leone. I'm not just going to have you on this platform as to say I have you on my platform. It's not going to happen. Yes, some of you have reached out to me, but again, I refuse to have certain individuals on my platform just to say, oh, I'm on TV, I'm going to talk. That's not what Sierra Leone needs. Sierra Leone needs someone that says something and stand by it. Sierra Leone needs someone that sees injustice and says something up on it. I have a footage of a young man that was shot by the army in Sierra Leone, and is a youth, a young man. And me being a motivational speaker, a youth advocate, me seeing this was quite disturbing for me. Was quite disturbing for me. I don't really understand. I need the government to explain to me, because apparently the State House cannot talk to me on camera, but they're willing to respond to me via emails or via phone, which is ludicrous, because they say, well, Mr. Kamara, we cannot come on your show. Why can't you come on the show? Why can you not come on my show? I'm not going to explain as to what they said, but it's just ludicrous. It's absurd. It's sad. It's sad. Let me understand. You go into McKinney to take a generator with armed forces. Is the government trying to create a war between the North and the South? I don't really understand, ladies and gentlemen. I need to understand. Now, we can go into the MCC and so forth, but I don't even want to venture down that line because it's disturbing, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite disturbing. But I'm not going to go too into this, because today's show is about giving love and showing love. And which in this Sierra Leone, you so-called want-to-be leaders, are you showing love to your country? Another thing I want to touch upon is the Director Minister of Tourism, Jallo, which indeed I really don't understand what it is, what business you have going around taking people's land and evicting them. What business do you have doing such? Mohamed Jallo, I really need to understand. I call Mohamed Jallo, ladies and gentlemen, and he is a public servant. You have the right to have his number. His number is 232-765-22838. That's Mohamed Jallo's number. I spoke to him, and he hung up the phone because I started asking him a series of questions. Why are you taking people's land? What do you have to do with lands? Now, I have my sources that told me that Mohamed Jallo and Dennis, which is the Minister of Land, have some agreement, some form of agreement. They give the lands to the highest bidder. They evict the people of the land and sell it to the highest bidder. It's too much going on in Sierra Leone, ladies and gentlemen. It's disturbing. Mohamed Jallo, you are a joke. You are a joke. What business do you have in taking these people's lands? Are the taxpayers paying you to go and do that? You are the director or minister of tourism. Why are you not doing your job? What is the greed? Remember, you are the minister of tourism. And there is the director of lands, which is Dennis. Let me just get this right. He is, what's his name? The director of lands, his name is Dennis, whatever have you, because these people are just funny to me. Dennis M. Vendy. Dennis Vendy have the nerve to take time to make a video of a man that went to go see him, and he said this man went to do rich at his office. Witchcraft, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I really don't take these people serious. We are paying you, taxpayers are paying you to do a job, and you are going to spend time making a 10-minute video talking about witchcraft. A gentleman that went to go see you, and you got him detained. Are you being realistic? Are you sincerely being realistic with yourself? What common sense do you have? How do you know what this gentleman had is of witchcraft if you're not a witch? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, please. The minister of lands is going to stand there and make a video about a gentleman doing witchcrafts by his office. Why are you not doing your job? And Jallo, you are a clown. You are an actual joke. You going after Junior Conte's land because it's by the beach? Annie's land is because by the beach, and you have armed men attacking her people so you can claim the land? You know, when I tell you jokers, I have eyes in Sierra Leone, you think I'm joking. When I tell you clowns, I know what is going on in Sierra Leone. Because you and I talk on the phone don't mean we're friends. I am friends with the people of Sierra Leone. If you're doing what is right by them, then you and I can communicate. Please do not get me misunderstood. Understand the basis where I stand. I have no respect for you. Especially you, Jallo. You are not a real man. For you to take land from people that have worked so hard for this land, and you're going to try to give it up to the highest bidder. You call yourself a man. I call you a joke. I call you a joke. And Dennis, What kind of, you're the minister of lands. Have self-respect. Stand up for your people. Stand up for your people. Like I always say, if you have the nerve to face me, face me. Do not talk to me and sweet talk me on the phone. Oh, Unisa, you don't understand. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. I understand more than you think I understand. I understand more than you think I understand. So, Dennis, do your job. Protect these people. Tell Jallo to do his job. Tell him if he dies tomorrow, all that greed, all that money, he's going to leave it behind. The essence of life is to leave a legacy. Let people say, oh, Mr. Vandy, help us save our land. You people really, I really don't see a lot of things that you're doing wrong. I really don't see it. I said doing wrong because I'm trying to give you a little leeway. Because I don't want to say things that you're doing right. So I'll say things that you're doing wrong. Now, let's go to, again, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you this joker's number. He's the minister or director of tourism, whatever he is, Jallo. His number is 232-765-22838. He's a public servant. You are entitled to have his number. You are entitled to call him. You're entitled to question him. Ask him if he's doing his job. Tell him to do his job. Tell him to leave the lands to Vandy, because that is Dennis's job. And, I don't even want to talk about the generator that is taken today that is leaving these people in the darkness. I don't want to go back. I just want us to keep moving forward, because today's show, it's about giving love and showing love. But I just want to church up on these things. I really do. Now, let me just speak on the president. President B.O. I don't know how to say this to you, but I think your advisors are actually not doing their jobs. I know you watch my show. I know you watch my show. And I know you hear me. But again, I'm not going to put the blame on you. Your job is to appoint electoral commissioner. But this gentleman, Mr. Mohammed Kanu Kane, that you have elected to be electoral commissioner, I don't think, and the people don't think, or should we say we know, he's not the right candidate. Let's just focus on this. According to the 1991 Constitution, Section 32, Sub 32 states, the members of the Electoral Commission shall be a chief electoral commissioner, who shall be chairman, and 4 other members who shall be known as electoral commissioners. 4. You picked one to play the position of all that. That is wrong. Your advisors need to advise you properly. Let's go back into the Constitution. You are the leader of a nation. The Constitution should be your handbook. Let's go further. Now, you have appointed Mr. Kane as the Electoral Commissioner, which is your job. That is well done. But we have just done Section 32, subsection 2. I've read that to you. Now let's go to subsection 3. It states the members of the Electoral Commission shall be appointed by the President and subject to the approval of the Parliament. You have done your job. Well done to you. Now, it's up to the Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen of the Parliament, every decision you make is go down into history. Make the decisions wisely. The people are watching, the nation is watching, the world is watching. Make the decisions wisely. Now, subsection 4 of the Constitution, the 1991 Constitution, states a person shall not be qualified for such a position if A, they are a public officer and have yet to be 65 years of age. Now, according to my research, Mr. Mohammed Kanu Kane is not 65. He was born in 1954. Let's do the math, ladies and gentlemen. He was born 1954. He have yet to be 55. That disqualifies him. And then second, he is a public officer because of his role. He is currently he's a financial officer. But if I go back to my notes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kane, he is not, and he's not qualified to play or be in the position that he is thinking or he's been appointed to. So, Leone, there's so much going on. I cannot focus on it enough. But all I can say is, let's do what is right. Now, today's show, I have a gentleman with me. His name is Peter. Now, Peter is from Kenya. Peter, this is a charity that I support. Give love, show love. Welcome, Peter. How are you, young man? Peter, how are you? Apparently, I cannot hear Peter. Peter and I started talking about 2 years ago. And, you know, the funny thing is that when Peter and I came into contact, Peter is, you know, a student, a university student that is studying IT, and he's in Kenya. And the thing is that Peter had put up a video, which indeed I always talk about. And I was so, saddened by the video, I had to reach out to Peter. And I asked Peter, is this video actual? Is it true? Peter said, yeah, it is. And I became like a mentor, like you would say. I would talk to the group. I would talk to Peter on numerous times, and I would support them financially. I'll be there for them. and Peter and I became friends. Peter's organization, which is called the Young Stars in Kenya, Nairobi, they support the youths, they support kids. They go out to villages and feed the kids. We have pictures that we're going to show of Peter and the group. I am so proud of this young man. They are college students making a difference in Nairobi. Can we get Peter up, please? Well, Peter, I don't know what the situation is. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa, we tend to have a lot of difficulties with the internet, but we're trying to get Peter on the line because I am really trying to let this young man speak to you. Give love, show love. It's about what we are doing around the world. One thing I'm very grateful for, my parents, growing up, I've seen them help so many people. Sometimes it's not about helping you or doing for you. When you help people out there, God blesses you in so many ways. I remember when, once upon a time, I was doing something and God found a way to work it out for me, which ended I was so blessed. And when I thought about it, I spoke to my mom about it, I spoke to my dad. It's from the blessings, all the good things they've done. In the life of today, you might not see the good that you do, but your children or your children's children might see that good. Can we get Peter up, please? Because I am so intrigued. There he goes. Peter! We cannot hear you, young man. Peter, it's the volume, Peter. You have to loud it because Peter's organization, charity, is called Young Stars. You can look them up on Facebook. The charity, Peter's charity, right now, they have over 100 and something members. They go to the villages, they give out food, they go to schools, give out books, they go to communities and literally get involved into what is going on. So while we try to get Peter, can we get the pictures up of them doing work, what they do?
Amaze TV is here to restore, rebuild, revive the nation.
We can never appreciate the hardship that creates a feeling of having nothing, but we can create the change that makes a difference. Join us, and together we can have an impact.
It's time for us to change the narrative and extend our humanity to the entire world.
Love is kind. It is not self-seeking. Let us extend our love and kindness in the best possible way we can.
Freely you have received the love of God. Freely give back to society. Extend a blessing to someone out there.
One can chase 1,000, but two can chase 10,000.
We believe in our communities and we believe in our youths. Let's work together and make a difference.
Our world needs you to be a part of a revolutionary change.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Give love.
Show love.
Hashtag give love, show love.
I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of technicalities and with pizza right now, but we will try to get the pictures up. And however, we will get Peter here either this week or next week, but we will have this gentleman on the show because the work that they're doing in Nairobi, I'm an advocate for the young people. I believe in these children. I believe in the young people. I believe in humanity. So anything of positivity, when I get involved fully. So with that being said, Peter, you're moving around too much. And that is why we're having a bit of technicality. You're moving around too much. And yesterday when we spoke, I asked you to please be steady in one place. But however, it's okay. We will get you back up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will speak on, oh, there he is. Peter.
Yes.
It's good to have you, Peter. But the show's about to come to an end, so I'll just let you talk. Because I've already spoke about our relationship, how we met. Tell us about your charity.
Okay, thank you very much. First, I would like to express my gratitude. My whole year to us,
Ladies and gentlemen,
touch each other. So that we're gonna make this program like to be interesting.
ladies and gentlemen, this is a very good-hearted gentleman, and he has a message that you will find unbelievable. Give love, show love. It's about supporting charities, and it's sad that we cannot get to talk to Peter. Peter. He's frozen, ladies and gentlemen. But however, let's try to get pictures of what the good job Peter and the young stars are doing. Peter, can you hear me? Peter.
Yeah, now I can get you. I hope now you can get me.
Yes, Peter,
Hello.
we can hear you, but just tell us a little bit about your charity quick as we come to an end of the show, so that way we can at least show the pictures of your charity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Show Love, Give Love is all about, giving support to charities all over the world. I think Peter is trying to speak. Peter?
Good evening.
Can we
Yes.
show the pictures of Peter, please? Because we're having this technical difficulty. Peter, that's why yesterday when I spoke to you, I asked you to please be somewhere where your internet will be stable, you know. But I will be talking to Peter tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because Peter and I talk on a regular basis. Like, he calls me all the time and I call him. We just have a beautiful relationship. And it's an honor, to support young stars in Nairobi. They stand for something positive. Show love, give love. It's all about supporting charities all over the world. Kamara Youths, it's a charity that stands behind charities. Kamara and Kamara Workshop, we all work together. Peter, are the pictures ready?
Yeah.
Peter? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I don't know what the situation is, but I want us to understand that Peter's charity is in Nairobi. I tend to speak to them, and I tend to mentor them as well, where I talk to them in a group,
Hello.
and I send a lot of motivational speeches to them, where they listen. One of their members was in the hospital that I believe had cancer, and it was a privilege for me to talk to this young man, and he was so resilient, and it was just an honor for me to talk to him, and I believe he's at the hospital. When we give ourselves, God blesses us. And when we support charities, these youths, these kids, it's an honor. Peter is still on the line, but he's trying to rectify his situation. I don't know how we can talk to Peter. Peter? Peter, I'm going to introduce you to a gentleman named Brian. He's in Nairobi, but he's currently here in the UK. He lives in Nairobi. He lives in Kenya as well, so I'm sure he will be able to help you gentlemen as well. As you can see Peter's shirt, if he can just show it a little bit, his shirt basically says Young Stars. There we go. Young Achievers. And it's excellent. So Peter can hear me. It's just that he cannot talk. Peter?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think we have you. So tell us about Young Stars.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm so
Peter, your service is really bad.
grateful for the
We're really having a hard
yes,
time
we just have
connecting.
some Hello.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Unisa, for me this opportunity so that we can both express our
Well, Peter's service is really bad, ladies and gentlemen, and
so as you had earlier conversation,
I do, I normally, and as you can see, we're losing a lot of, time. So, with that being said, I don't know how we can support Peter right about now. But I support this charity, I support this organization. It's just some college students that got together and see that, their communities are in need of help. So they organized, got together, and formulated an organization, a charity called Young Stars. and I'm really privileged, honored to be, a member supporting them, and also Amaze Television, Kamara Youth, Kamara and Kamara Workshop, supporting this organization. It's really a pleasure. And I wish Peter can be on the phone because it's just remarkable. It's just remarkable. It's about giving ourselves. Sometimes we worry so much about I. But when you stop the I and you look out of the I, you see the beauty. The world is beautiful when you give of yourself. And the reward you get back in return is unmeasurable. So I wish that we can sincerely hear this gentleman's story and why he made the video that he made that attracted me to Young Stars, and the relationship that we have built, ladies and gentlemen, is phenomenal. And we are going to play his video, but while we're doing this, I just want to touch up on the situation in Makeni again. It's not fair to leave people in the dark due to greed. It's not fair to take people's lands that they have worked so hard for. It is not fair for you, because of the position that you have, to go into someone's property and tell them that they have to evict the premises. It's not fair. Put yourself in these people's places. Just as it's not fair taking the land from the, I don't want to say handicapped, the disabled. The disabled. How can you, as a human being, evict someone who's disabled for your benefit? How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? How do you look at yourself in the mirror? You know, we all act as though we don't have children, we don't have family, but just think about it. How would you feel if this was being done to you? How would you feel if this was being done to your family member? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, what goes around comes around. They say God never sleeps. A lot of us call ourselves or say we are religious. So let's just have that in mind. And as we are going through this show, let's just watch the videos or the pictures of Peter as we come to an end of this show. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, next week we'll be doing the launch of Give Love, Show Love. So instead of the insights of Sierra Leone, I think we're going to have Peter back on. Peter, so unfortunately, being that we're unable to get you on the show today, we will get you on the show next week. All right? And we will show you the pictures. We will do everything we can to have you on the show. But you and I will talk again tonight. But again, you need to be somewhere where your internet is stable. Ladies and gentlemen, I always say this platform, this show, is not to support any government party. This show, this platform is here to support the people of Sierra Leone. Let's do what is right. The position that you have today, ladies and gentlemen, can be held by someone else. I am a motivational speaker. When I get on the stage, I think about what I can offer to these people. People pay to come see me talk. So I'm not a politician, so I'm not just going to run my mouth. I give the information that I live by. I'm an advocate for the young people, for the youths. So everything I do is to empower them, to help them move forward, to become pillars of their communities and become entrepreneurs. When I die tomorrow, I die alone. I have no regrets. How about you? Remember, the office we hold today will be occupied by someone else tomorrow. Let's play the position that we have been given, and let's play it right. No one is better than anyone. We are all equal. Because you have a position today, do you know what tomorrow brings for you? Let's treat people right. Let's be humane. I cannot talk anymore on this show. I'm frustrated deeply. I am disappointed by the government. I'm disappointed by the people. We spoke about the Constitution, Section 32. Gentlemen, if you read it, subsection 3, 4, it states that the gentleman has been elected. It's not right. He's not 65 years old. He's 64. He's a public servant. He's not the one for the position. The parliament need to make the right decision. McKinney's situation. How would you feel sleeping in the dark, not having electricity? Treat the people as human beings. Bio, you are the leader of this nation. Open your eyes, see what is being done, and rectify it. Dr. Kamara, where are you? Speak on what is right. Speak so the people can know what you stand for. KKY, where are you? This is quite disappointing. Instead of you gentlemen to speak up, everybody wants to lay back and say, well, I will wait. What are you waiting for when your people are suffering? I bid you all a good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week.